The 1912 sinking of the RMS Titanic. On a cold April night in 1912, deep in the dark stretch of the North Atlantic Ocean, a ship once hailed as the grandest vessel ever built made its fateful voyage into history. The RMS Titanic, a floating palace of steel and luxury, carried more than 2,000 passengers, families, dreamers, workers, and wealthy elites, each with hopes of a new beginning across the ocean. They boarded with excitement, unaware that within days, their journey would become one of the greatest tragedies ever told. The night of April 14th was calm, the sea unnervingly still, the sky clear and bright with stars. Titanic cruised at high speed, its crew confident in the ship's strength and engineering. After all, the world called it unsinkable. But nature does not listen to human pride. Just before midnight, a lookout spotted a dark shape ahead, an iceberg looming silently in the ship's path. A warning bell rang out. Commands were shouted. The great vessel turned, but not fast enough. A shudder passed through the ship as ice scraped along the starboard side, tearing open multiple compartments below the waterline. At first, many passengers barely noticed the impact. It felt like nothing more than a gentle vibration. But in the lower decks, icy seawater surged in with terrifying speed. The Titanic was wounded, fatally. As the crew assessed the damage, a dreadful truth emerged. The ship could not stay afloat. It had less than 3 hours before it would slip beneath the waves. Orders rang out to prepare the lifeboats, but there were too few, only enough for about half the people on board. Panic grew as families were separated, lifeboats lowered half empty, and the cold reality of the disaster sank in. Above them, the band played softly, trying to calm the terrified crowd. Their music drifted through the freezing night as a symbol of courage amid chaos. Below, the great ship's bow dipped lower and lower into the ocean. Lights flickered, steel groaned, and then, with one final thunderous roar, the Titanic broke apart. In the end, over 1,500 lives were lost in the frigid waters. Survivors huddled in lifeboats, watching as the mighty vessel disappeared beneath the surface, taking with it dreams, stories, and a reminder of humanity's fragile place against the forces of nature. The sinking of the Titanic became a turning point in maritime history, an enduring legend of heroism, tragedy, and the dangers of overconfidence. Today, more than a century later, its story continues to echo across time, urging us to remember the lives aboard that ill-fated voyage. Help the channel grow by liking, sharing, and subscribing.